Welcome back, guys, to our part 2 of how to paint a Blood Angel Space Marine. And yeah, we're gonna continue with this tutorial. This is where we left off. It's yeah, the result, as you can see there, of the first highlight we made. It's sometimes hard to see because of the light here, but if you're doing this with normal daylight, it's all okay, you will see that. So next is Wild Rider Red. So here just try to focus on where the light is hitting the model, and just do the very edges here. Again, I use the fine detail brush. I think this one is a very fine detail brush. So there are not many steps to follow after we finished this highlighting here, because both highlights, like the Evil Sunz Scarlet and the Wild Rider, are very time consuming, and you have to work very neat, slow, and yeah, just try to be careful when you apply it on the miniature. And then you will have a quite nice result. If you think, okay, maybe what I'm painting here is too fine, or the details too fine, I'm just painting these miniatures for my tutorial, so I just wanted to let them look pretty cool, so I can spend more time on just one model and one miniature here. And maybe if you gotta do a whole army, it's yeah, maybe you won't be this exact. I don't know how how's your relationship to these miniatures you have there. So some may say, okay, red is enough, and some say, okay, I want to have the badass looking miniatures you've ever seen or something. So I don't know if this one is badass looking later on, but just have a try. I try to catch most of the detail there where these edges are, and always just do the very edges there. So this is when it's finished, and you'll be happy when it's finished. And as you see, I haven't mounted the gun yet, or the weapon. So let's do the highlights. It's Runefang Steel now. I just used a normal detail brush here and just highlight these few areas here I've painted with metal or with Leadbelcher before. You don't have to use a dry brush here, because these areas are very small. I don't think it's necessary. Don't forget to paint the rivets, of course. It's looking pretty nice when you got a little bit more contrast. And it's, yeah, the fine detail here, which is very important. So I don't want to talk all the time, this is why I just let this tutorial go. And this is now Skarsnik Green I just used for the purity seal. You can use any other type of green which is brighter than the Warpstone glow, of course, or you maybe just mix Warpstone glow with white or something. You can do that, of course, as well. And now I just want to highlight the purity seal, so I used white. It just depends on what you like. Even with the seal, with this wax part of the purity seal, you can use purple maybe. So these are the last steps to do. This is Mechanicus gray, standard gray. I just wanted to highlight these washed aquila because this should be dry now after these long time-consuming steps of highlighting the edges. So just highlight here these wings. I just try to keep it very dark, so that's why I use Mechanicus standard gray again. On top you can use later on as a third highlight if you want to. If it's enough for you, just stop there. So because more paints means you can make more mistakes. Sorry, and just try to use Dawnstone if you want to have a second highlight on this aquila. And now it's really time for a Dawnstone. I just used this paint to paint these or highlight these connected parts, I don't know, or connection parts. Just tell me how these things are called, I don't know. I don't even know how they are called in German, I don't know. So anyway, let's get back to this miniature. Just be, as I said, just be very careful all the time. Maybe thin down the paint only a bit, and then try to use a fine detail brush to paint all these small areas and try to avoid making mistakes there. So it saves a lot of time. I don't know what's going on with my voice today, because maybe it's in the morning, I don't know. And this is nearly all we need to paint for this miniature. Just choose your weapon. For this guy, maybe in advance, of course. And then, yeah. I chose, for this guy, I chose, which weapon was it? The Graph gun. Which you can see here is pretty easy to paint. The silver parts I painted with Runefang Steel, then the black, and for this green effect I used Waywatcher green, and then painted all over it again with Runefang Steel, so you get this nice glowing effect. I like it. I don't know what you're thinking. I just added this the decals and a 2 on his leg. I know that normally for the second company there is a yellow knee pad and a red drop, blood drop on it, and yeah, but he hasn't got a knee pad, so it was not so easy. So I just wanted to add this. Yeah, I think that's nearly all, guys. Just let me know what you are thinking about this miniature, if you like it, of course. If you have suggestions, just tell me what you think is easier to do, maybe doing better, even for the other guys watching this video is always helpful. Please don't forget to rate and comment and subscribe if you haven't. So see you next time. Goodbye, guys.